Pradeep. Thank you, Pradeep. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I've chosen this book, Mindset, as I already said that. This last week when Pradeep has volunteered to ask for the book choices, he has given 4 choices for this book, and one amongst is Mindset. And I was like curious to know what is Mindset. He has chosen deep work, and then I thought like what will be there in the Mindset. So I ordered this book. The next day this book arrived and I started reading, and you won't believe it, it blew my mind. I read it. I completed this book in a week. I can't even say it's a week. What, Monday? Yeah, I got it on Monday. Today we are on Saturday. I just finished it. I was on this book every time. I just wanted to know what is there. And as I was like 2 days before, when Pradeep asked which is the book you have chosen, I was not sure if I would complete this. But as I was progressing with the subject, it was like I said that no, I will finish it and I can do this. And I did that. So here I am bringing you the keynote from the Mindset. Give me a second. Pradeep, you there?
Yes, Kavita, I am.
All good, right? You
yes.
all can hear.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here I'm with the keynotes from the book Mindset. It is written by Carol. She has 30 years of experience. She's a psychologist. She has written this book basis the research she has done. So typically, as a reader, I always keen on connecting the book's outcome with the real life. So if I read any book, I would be validating if this is practical enough to follow it, because this is what I follow personally when I read the book. So as I was saying that this is recently I bought and I started reading this, and as I was progressing her opinion or her research while I was connecting with my life, a lot of things which matched. And as I was reading it, it blew my mind because the examples what she has given, and I was just thinking back, and it was like absolutely what she's telling is what is happening. So that is how I finished this book. Let me get you through this Mindset. In this book, she actually talks about two type of mindset we have in ourselves. Like she categorizes people with fixed mindset and growth mindset. Mindset, let me tell you what is fixed mindset. Fixed mindset is the mindset which is like uh, things that we have are talent inherited. It could be like you are born genius, you have a lot of confidence. There are people who will think that this is what I am born with, these are the qualities which I'm born with, and this is what I am. And by this, should I mute someone? Okay. So this is how the fixed mindset thinks of, and the growth mindset is goes beyond their abilities, beyond their capabilities. As a human being, why do we differ from others? The differences is that people say that there are certain environment you are born, you're grown up, you have certain set of people with you roam around. This is how your capabilities are built, your abilities are built. But it is not that. This is what she's saying in this book. In the growth mindset, what happens is people will be born in certain environment with certain people with certain difficulties, but the way they are bringing up their capabilities to certain degree is what growth mind people do. And yeah, let me go to next screen. So here she talks about different areas where this mindset helps. Like she has spoken about parenting, she has spoken about school, how mindset plays a vital role in your schooling, in business, in relationship. So this book has, and she has done the research basis her mindset theories. And this book is something not she's like telling upfrontly that this is how it is. No, she has taken a research over so many years, and this is when how she has written this book. She has beautifully described in the first page is that her student has influenced her to write this book, because the students who have already gained more knowledge from her theories implementation, that is when they have influenced her to write this book. Okay, I was telling about this growth mindset, and just want to growth mindset and fixed mindset. Here we have, see, the left hand side is fixed mindset and the right hand side is growth mindset. How this brain works, how these people work. Let me take a fixed mindset first. So fixed mindset set of people, what, how they see their life as, they avoid challenges, they shy away from things they don't know. But if you see on the right hand side, the growth mind people, they take every challenges as an opportunity. They acknowledge and embrace their weaknesses in fixed. Okay, let me go through the fixed mindset first together. Fixed mindset avoids challenges, shy away from things they don't know, unable to handle criticism. So whenever they get any criticism, they just block their mind, not to embrace that, not to acknowledge that. They think that no, I am right and what others are saying is wrong. This is how their mind works. And they also think that intelligence and talent is static and does not develop post birth. So they have this typical set of mind where they think that while you're born, God has given certain qualities in you and this is how you will be, and this with those qualities what you are inherited, with which you will be growing all your life, and they will not change it. And then they don't carry out any action without seeking any approval. They want approval for anything and everything what they do, focused on proving yourself. So fixed mindset, you might have come across a people who have like, you know, focused on proving themselves. I have done this, because this is one beautiful thing she described. Like, once you start proving yourself, what you're accepting is the acceptance from opposite person. That is one thing that fixed mind will be seeking, threatened by the success of others. Yeah, this is of course, like when people others over around them succeed in their life, they get threatened by their success. They feel jealous, they feel not feeling good about them. Then their effort, whatever effort they put, they feel that my all my effort is not fruitful, and understanding failure as a limit of ability. So on the other side, if you say, growth mindset will always take failures as a growth and an opportunity. Like failures, they will take as an opportunity and they move forward. Whereas in fixed mindset, it won't happen. And fixed mindset gives up easily. They will keep on trying something. Definitely they won't keep on trying something, but they try something. If that doesn't work, they just leave, because their mind is so fixed. What they see is, I am not capable of doing this, because my ability with what I am born is different and what I am doing is different. This is not my cup of tea. And whereas coming to growth mindset, they view challenges as an opportunity. They acknowledges all their weaknesses, they analyze themselves and they acknowledges their weakness, and they keep on working to improvise that. Then they learn to give and receive constructive criticism. So whenever there is a criticism, they take it as a constructive way and they work on that so that they can move forward. Then their intelligence and talent is dynamic and ever improving. Is of course, this growth mind always focuses on improving their self and get training and learning to improve. That is what they work on, and then prioritize learning over seeking approval. So what happens is, the growth mind people will always be learn instead of taking an approval. If I have done something, I don't need your approval. And if yours say that no, this is not good, I should not be like upset with that. I don't have to seek anybody's approval if my mind is growth, because I know what I have done, and what if, even if I receive any criticism, I can work on that and I can forward from there. And they always focus on the process instead of the end result. So fixed mindset, what they say is, if I do this, I will be getting this. But the growth mindset will be enjoying the process, because they always learn. Then they get inspired by the success of others, whereas here they get threatened by success of others. Think of learning as a brain training, and then they understand failure as an opportunity to grow and persist in the face of setbacks. So both will be facing the setbacks, but what makes both difference is, they will be persistent in improvising, the growth mind, whereas in fixed mind, they will not be. They will be taking this as a failure, and they will be stuck in that four wall that this is what has happened to me and this is where I am and I cannot do anything about it. Whereas if you see the growth mind people, they will be learning, okay, this has happened. See, the situation and the challenges are same for fixed mind as well as growth mind. What makes both a huge difference is that fixed mind will not take this as an opportunity. They will be taking this as an criticism. They will be sitting in one side and they will be thinking that I failed. Whereas even here also, of course, they are also human being, but they have another way of dealing. So how you're coping with the coping mechanism for both will be different is what makes the most differences here. I'm moving to next slide. Okay, so fixed mindset always has this idea of born talent. We all know this story, the hare and the tortoise. What happens here? They both born with their own abilities. Like tortoise has its own abilities and hare has its own abilities. But here we are talking about the capabilities. So when hare goes, it has all that um, things in their mind, in its mind, that no, I can win. Tortoise cannot win. Tortoise cannot. How can he win? Because I run fast, I can do this. So we all, everyone in this forum knows this story. So what hare does and what tortoise does, and who wins the race? The tortoise, because the persistent, the consistent effort is what makes tortoise win. He does not have, tortoise don't have that overconfidence that I born with these capabilities. So this is what she's focusing on. Everybody born with some talent, but anybody can improve their capabilities by working hard, by keeping the process fruitful. I'm going to next slide. Okay, Edison. When you think of Edison, this is something I really like this example. When I think of Edison, what do you think? Anybody can answer? Just close your eyes for a minute and think, what do you think about him? How he must have done that laboratory work? Anybody? Like, so anybody can volunteer to answer this? How are you thinking about Edison when he was doing a research?
Anybody?
Anybody? What do you think? Like how he has done this in this laboratory?
Selfishly genius. That's what comes to the mind.
And how you can imagine himself like sitting in one room, like how when she was doing this research, what she has done is she has asked around 30-50 people, what do you think? Everybody has come up with an answer, and everybody has answered that he must be wearing a coat, white color coat, laboratory coat. He's in a lab, he has so many things in this room, and he is the only one who was working in that lab. But to her surprise, the one who has written his autobiography, this is what his team is. But the entire team was filled with genius, scientists, researchers, everybody. But what makes Edison different from all this group? What makes him different is the ability to increase his capability to overcome his failures, the overcome the growth mindset is what makes him from rest of the group, is what she has observed in this. So he had people around him working for him. They have done research. He failed ample of times, but one thing what made him successful is the growth mind. So this is one example. Really, I really liked it. So here, as I said, that she has given so many mindset in different areas. Let us first see what she's telling about parenting. So while we are a parent, what we do is, whenever our kid is doing something, we first of all we have this, my kid has this kind of abilities and he can do this, he is doing this, my kid scores well. And also like her, they think that kid qualities are permanent, and also when other kids are brilliant, then they get that kind of a jealous. And also they tell their kid that you are smart, you are quick learner. So one point what makes the difference in parenting is, what she says is, since their childhood only, when you're appreciating their effort instead of their inborn qualities, they will get to know that for anything to learn, I have to put an effort. For anything to learn, I have to put an effort. So if you're like, when Pradeep said that this thing is little deviated, my opinion here is, Pradeep, that when you're saying your kid, when we are saying our kid that this is what you are, you are smart, everything is happy, we have to give an appreciation, everything. But in addition to that, if we also let our kid know that you have put this much effort and you have come up with this outcome, this is what makes you different, and you can do this. So in the subconscious mind, it will be in fit that effort is what making me success, not my inborn qualities. I'm putting my effort, so I'm succeeding. I'm putting my effort. So as I'm going through next 3 slides, you will come to know that how this effort will help others, and how, yeah, let me take you through the next slide. Yeah, here in mindset in school. So what happened is, while she was doing a research, she has like 40-50 students. She has segregated into 20-25 group, and they have given a certain challenge to the fixed mindset student and a growth mindset student. So what happened is, the fixed mindset student have done all the puzzles they have given, and so as growth mindset as well. But in the fixed mindset, what happened is, as she was increasing the level of complexities, the fixed mindset thought that it is more challenging, and they said that no, I cannot do this. But the growth mindset learned from the first stage, then they are learning here, and then they got curious to let other challenges also comes in. So growth mindset students always believed in working hard, putting more effort, and the fixed mindset was not able to accept the challenges when she was increasing the complexities. Then we have the mindset in business. So what happened is, in one company, I don't remember the name of the company, this company did is, they have hired all the people. I think Pradeep can connect the dot what I'm saying now. So they have hired the people with high academic qualities, like grades. So the best in the university, the best people in the university. So one set of company, what they did is, they have hired all the best people who has scored high in their grades. What happened is, when they hired these type of people who are best in their academics, the company bankrupt. Can you guess why? The reason is, the best academic people failed, not because of their poor academics. Of course, they wondered in that, they are best in that. But when they come to a real challenges, they could not accept the challenges. They could not learn. They could not, like, when you come out of reality, we have so many things where we have to meet the failures. These guys who have scored higher in their academic could not face these challenges, and the company went into bankrupt. Whereas just imagine a people with a growth mindset, if they would have hired, the challenges what they face, they will be learning, growing, they'll be embracing their failures, they'll be growing. This is what must have happened to other companies, where they accept failures are the challenges and the opportunities. But here the people themselves were not of that mindset. Moving to mindset in relationship, what happens is, any relationship, it could be your love relationship, it could be any relationship for that matter, we have a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So in fixed mindset, what happens is, so in a relationship, there are 3 elements. One is you, and the other one is the opposite person, and the relationship what you need to work on. So here what happens is, there are differences in the relationship, and when we both are in that relationship, we both have to acknowledge the differences between the two, and you have to embrace that the differences, and you have to work on that. So in fixed mindset, what happens is they feel rejected if there is any quarrel happen. They feel revenge, taking a revenge. They blame others for not doing this, but they don't feel, or they don't acknowledge what are the things they have to improvise on. So whereas in growth mindset, what happens is people do feel hurt, but they forgive, they move, they learn from that relationship. Suppose example, XYZ reason, for XYZ reason, last time one quarrel has happened, you need to work on because of what this has happened, and you have to learn it and move on and grow together. This is what she talks in this relationship. Then we have changing the mindset. Okay, before changing the mindset, I have to tell you two things. One is that whether any mindset, so any people in this world have only two mindset, whether it is fixed or growth. No, we have one area in fixed, one area in growth mindset. Say for example, one thing again which blew my mind is that I was under the assumption, she has narrated and she has done this research, and I am sure that I have acknowledged this with something else and I validated, and it was like awesome. One example I would like to give is what she's saying is, we say that art, mostly with this art, I'm not good at this, I cannot paint, I cannot do this, I cannot cook, everything. But have we gone through the process? Take for example of drawing. Drawing, I say, I mean, I still say that I cannot draw, but I have never taken an opportunity to even try. So how I validated this is, before marriage, I never used to cook. After marriage, I cook. The reason is, before marriage, my mom used to cook. Have I tried? No. Did I find an opportunity to cook? No. I was good at cleaning the houses, and my sister was started cooking, and she started cooking like every time, because I was like not going into the section, and she started cooking and she excelled in that before marriage itself. But before marriage, I was not. The reason is, I did not go to kitchen. I go to kitchen to bring my plate and take a food. After marriage, how did I know? Because you have no choice, you have to try, and you have to do this, is what the situation was. And that is when I started learning. And one more validation I wanted to give is, how I learned is because of the free resources which we have, YouTube recipes. I go there, like for example, one recipe, she has given a measurement. I have taken that. First time I failed, second time I failed, third time will I fail? I have learned from that, and this is how my cooking skill got. I don't know if it is expert, but I can say that I can definitely cook, and I can feed people. So when I can cook, anybody can do anything. And whether you need to have a growth mindset in everything, and whether you have to do everything what you think of, no. What you have to do is that whatever is going to make value in that particular moment is what you have to think of. In my case, after marriage, cooking was one thing. Of course, I was with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law used to cook for me. But once we were like became like out like nuclear, we have formed a nuclear family. That is the time when I had to cook. And we both tried, me and my husband, and we both were amateur, and then we started like cooking well, we can cook. So this is what. And this is when I acknowledge that drawing example, we can do that. So what makes valuable for that particular moment is what you have to think of. Not necessary that cooking at this point of time, whatever field you are in, whatever. Say for example, I am a business analyst. I am doing a business like functional business analyst. I understand business completely, but at this point of time, I have to learn technology. What my mind was, as I said, that it has, in a week's time, it has changed my mindset completely. I think that why can't I learn technology? Why can't I understand those terminology? Why can't I do that? So what she's saying is you don't have to learn everything. I can't, like, after reading mindset, I can't go and take a guitar. I don't want to, because that is not the area what right now I want it. But after reading mindset, I can definitely improvise. I have listed down what are the areas I can do it, what I thought that I cannot do it. So in certain area, I have growth mindset. In certain area, I have fixed mindset. So whether we can change that, yes, of course we can change that. Everything what you need to do is you need to learn, you need to move on, you need to grow. This is what the mindset you have to develop for that particular area. Let me move to next. Yeah, changing mindset. So fixed mindset typically has good leads to positive label, bad leads to negative label. Whereas in growth mindset, we have growth mindset constantly monitor, but they don't judge, they learn. Um, they don't judge in terms of everybody. Even when they give criticism, it should be constructive. When they are taking criticism, they should take it in a constructive way, and they don't find everything as like, they keep on moving. This is what growth mindset does. And the best quotes always, whenever I read any book, the best part I highlight is the best quotes what I can infer from that book is, first thing she says that I think we all can see this and read. Let me read it for all of you. We like to think of our champions and idols as superheroes who were born different from us. We don't like to think of them as relatively ordinary people who made themselves extraordinary. So anybody for that matter in this world who has achieved extraordinary in their personal life, in their professional life, is not because of the talent they have inherited. You go and take anybody whom you look up to as this is the one who has achieved best in this industry. You could be like pursuing your career in different areas, but you just go and see, and you will definitely find them what are the learnings and trainings they have gone through, they have taken. And then we have, no matter what your ability is, effort is what ignites. So effort is required in any matter, turns into accomplishment. And third one I have is, she has described it, it's not always the people who start out the smartest, but who ends up the smartest. So you need not be a smart person. What you have to ensure is ending up that with the smartness, with your learnings, with your trainings. Then we have the passion for stretching yourself and sticking to it, even or especially when it's not going well, is the hallmark of the growth mindset. This is the mindset that allows people to thrive during some of the most challenging times in their lives. So here is what the fixed mindset fails. What happens is, when they look after the challenges, they just stop it, they give up. But the growth mindset keeps on, okay, I have done this, this has happened, okay, let me learn and let me grow, let me okay, last time this has happened and this time I will not let this happen, let me learn more. This is how all the research has happened in the entire science world. Okay, picture your brain forming new connections as you meet the challenge and learn. So your brain, okay, one thing I want to, since this brain word has come, so brain is something that, like, you're building your body, right? You're building your body, you're dieting to lose weight, you do everything to do that. But have we ever acknowledged that we can do the same thing to the brain as well? Yes, we have to. Like, brain is one particular element that you can do, like you're doing dieting, like you're doing all the things to build your body, like you can do reading, training, uh, embracing the failures, acknowledging the criticism, constructive feedback. With all this, your brain you can develop. Then we have, I don't mind losing as long as I improve, I feel I have done as well as I possibly could. This is something I know for fact. You have to work hardest for the things you love the most. So once you love what you're doing, definitely you have to do it. The things which are required for you to get successful in that. And last thing, if you don't give anything, don't expect anything. So if you want to become something and you don't do anything about it, and then don't expect anything from it, because you have not done, right? You have not done anything for that. So don't expect. Success is not coming to you. You must come to it. This is a wonderful quote. That is the reason I just put it in my ending note. If you don't give anything, don't expect anything. Success is not coming to you. You must come to it. This is what the best one. And I think I should thank this girl, a lady, for bringing this beautiful book, which blew my mind with excellent ideas and her research. I really love reading this. I think you also pick up and read. Of course, this is keynote and we cannot take up everything. All we can do is summarize this book. There are a lot of things, a lot of facts, a lot of research which she has mentioned in this book. I think for mind, I think one should pick up this book and read. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kavita. That was once again another masterstroke. Brilliantly done. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sure everybody else did. Any feedback? Anybody wants to share anything, talk about anything? Okay, Dimple is extremely happy. So claps are on the way. A message in the chat.
Yes, actually, because Kavita is like, she's been sharing brilliantly for all these time. Last time I missed the half session, but I think she's just amazing. Yeah, you're amazing, Kavita. It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
And it is so relatable, na? Like
yeah.
Till you think, if your mindset is not right, if you don't try things, the successes or something you want to do is just a step away. Only that you should be determined to try something. I remember that I wanted to in childhood. I hope I'm not taking much of time. I would like to speak only one thing.
Please share.
When I was in 6th standard, I had accident and my bone was broken, left hand.
Oh.
And then wo hospitalized karke, operation karke, everything was done. And since then, I was very scared of vehicles. But still, I always wanted to learn scooty. But मैं scooty से ही गिरी थी, तो I was very scared of again trying scooty. And it happened. 6th standard में गिरी थी, operation हुआ था, and still I had that fear. But lately, when after marriage, after so many years, like 4 years back, I learned a scooty, because one of my friends said, because whenever I used to share with my friends, with my husband, they always said, "तुझे cycle चलानी नहीं आती, तो how you will learn scooty? You tell me that first."
This is what the fixed mindset is.
Yeah, ekdam. And there was only one friend of mine who said, "No, did you ever try? Did you even take that scooty in your hand? Can you just give it a try once? If you don't feel fearful, then you can go for it. I think you can do it." And that friend of mine just motivated me once, और मैंने second day वो start किया. And like since 4 years, I'm driving very safe.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it happened, and it was so what to say. And I was so determined at that time. And you won't believe, it was just after my delivery. I was on my mat leave, and I had a cesarean. और मतलब 6 महीने तक मैंने ऐसे कोई ऊट-पटांग हरकतें नहीं करनी चाहिए थी. But then it was I learned it after 4 months after my baby was born. So I was on my mat leave, and that time I learned it. So I was so much determined. So वो पूरा जो barrier था मेरे mind में, that was completely broken. अरे मैं तो कर सकती हूँ. I was so happy. And it was like I really didn't need any cycling car lessons and nothing. But yes, once you're determined to do something, once that mindset एक बार break हो जाता है, then you are एकदम solid हो जाते हो तुम.
Exactly. ये पढ़ने के बाद I was like बहुत सारे चीजें मैं validate as I was progressing. No, I was like looking back my own life. Like you all must have done the same thing while I was narrating this story. Looking back, absolutely what she's saying, I was like amazed.
Yeah, even when you shared the cooking thing and everything, I was so relating to each and everything.
Amazing. That's nice. What I'm going to do is stop the recording, and then we'll continue with the rest of the discussion.